Head coach Dane Damron in his third year as a head coach UVa-Wise. Into this season, coach, I think of two games last year that kind of stick out. The last two games, the game in Notre Dame, we lost 31-28. What an effort. You know, although Shepherd beat us here, but those last two games against the top two teams in the Mountain East, I thought it set the end for last season going this season.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame game is one that we had a chance to win and kind of got away from us. But, Shepherd was great. We were never really in that game, but our kids kept battling and kept us from getting out of hand, which was good. The games that stand out in my mind aren't those games. We lost two football games last year where we don't give up a defensive touchdown. So that's the difference in being 5-6 and being 7-4. So we know where we're at. We know where we're at, but we know where we got to go, and we're going to start tomorrow at 8 in the morning and get after it.
Coming this season, a lot of offense is back, a lot of defense graduated, good special teams returning, so it's time to go to work and see who might fit in where as replacements from last season.
Yeah, I like what we have coming back on offense. I think the last 2 years where we've been the most inconsistent has been on the offensive side of the ball. But we're excited about who we're bringing back on the offensive line. You can talk about your quarterback, you can talk about your wide receivers and everything, but until you get consistent offensive line play, you're only going to be so good. I think the most improved unit on our team from the first day I took this job until we stand here today has been our offensive line. I think that they get a little bit too much blame for sacks sometime when it's not on them. But we got to run the football better, and we're excited about being able to return 6 or 7 guys that have played quite a bit of football up there for us. And so we're excited about that. And as you said, defensively, we're going to be young. We're going to be young, but it's going to be young and talented because we got some kids that we feel like can run and are long, and some different body types that we've ever had on the defensive line here. So we're excited about all of that.
I know it's early in the season, talking about this preseason beginning right now, but the recruiting class you got from last year coming this year, talk about what you might think could help big time with that.
I think it's a good group. I think there's no question, Steve, that since we've gotten here as a staff, we're recruiting at a pretty high level, and you can tell the level you're recruiting at by the kids you recruit, who else is recruiting them. We're recruiting against the top 10 teams in our league and the top teams in some other leagues. So we're not winning all those battles, but you never do. Alabama doesn't get them all.
That's true.
They get their fair share, and that's what we got to try to get done, is get our fair share, and we think we're doing that. But we made a conscious effort this year on the defensive line to recruit some kids that we thought could develop into defensive end pass rushers, and we think that we've got that.
Spring practice this past spring, a nice game at the end of spring practice where you had an actual game, played against people you played against others. So what did you learn from this past spring?
Yeah, it was good to have enough kids to actually go through spring and, like you said, have a true spring practice. We had enough offensive linemen, we had enough natural positions. I don't know that I would call the spring game a good game. It was actually pretty bad football.
It was a game.
No, but it was a game. No, I know what you're saying because it was good. That's something the kid wanted to do. But the 14 days of work we were able to put in, I think we got better. I think we had some kids that we needed to step up to show some improvement actually did that.
I watched the media day from the Mountain East the other day, and I listened to all these coaches talk about how good their team is, how good players are. There's some good teams in this league, aren't there?
Oh, there's some real good teams in this league. As I said there, I've never seen a coach at media day get up there and say their team was going to suck. They didn't have anybody that could play, and they had no chance to win a game. And woe was me, we're going to be so bad, because when you talk to them off to the side, that's what you hear, how bad they're going to be. Like gets up in front of them, we're this, we're that, we got all these guys. It's a good league. It's a really good league. And the thing about it is, it's 10 wars. It's 10 wars, and it's Team 11 can beat anybody. We just got to make sure that we win every day and we win every week. We can't control game 10. We can't control game 1. We can just control the day, and we'll try to win every single day. And then when we line up that first game, hopefully that's the best game that we've played up to that point. But hopefully game 2 is better than game 1. It's a process. It's 10 seasons. It's 10 one-week seasons. So we're excited about it. We think we got a chance to have a good football team. But just like you just said, everybody says that.
That's right. 5-6, not what we looked for last year in terms of record, but in terms of how this team has fared in the last few years, you're getting more competitive every year.
Yes, we're not happy. We're not happy with 11-11 because we feel like we should be better than that record-wise. But that doesn't mean a whole hell grilled beans right now. And as you and I talked a lot of times during the season, every Monday night, Moondogs, the product that was on the field last year is 100% better. We didn't make some plays to win some games that we need to make. And so we're excited. Let's roll, man.
Good luck on the season. Speaking of shows, join us every Tuesday night, Moondog Brick Oven Pizza in Wise, UVa-Wise Coaches Show on FM 92.1, WDIC Radio, with our first broadcast on Tuesday night, August 28th. We begin each week at 7 o'clock.